Sir, it is normally considered very bad taste to spoil a honeymoon. But without any regret and without any apology about being distasteful, I have to, on behalf of the Trinamool Congress, not only spoil the honeymoon, but also make some serious issues early in this new mandate which has been granted by the people of India to this new government. We want to make some very specific points. First, 2 points on the rail and then 3 points on the other hikes. Rail, firstly, this old system which the Congress followed and the UPA is bypass parliament and you increase prices. I would first suggest to quote unquote the trainee railway minister to read the Vision 2020 document. Because if he had read that 81-page document, it would be very clear that passenger fare hike, which will be told passenger fares are showing minus 27,000 crores. We dispute this figure in the first place. It is not 27,000 crores because there are under a lot of heads have been put those passenger fare hike negative. That figure is somewhere in 5,000-6,000 crores. If they look at it like that, and if they do not put all those extra overheads, the passenger fare hike is a non-starter. It shouldn't be there. And to try and make the same logic that if you can only get better facilities if you have passenger fares. By the way, in these passenger fares, 1% only is for Shatabdi, Duronto, Rajdhani. The balance, approximately 99% are not Shatabdi, Duronto and Rajdhanis. They are your second-class passenger fares who you are giving your so-called bitter pill to. Why give them the bitter pill? That's the first point on the railway fares. Shouldn't have been done at the wrong time, should have waited for the budget. Second, on freight. What is the issue on freight? We've made this suggestion before, but they've got 24 hours to do some last-minute homework to try and solve the problem about freight. The freight problem will not be solved if you keep increasing freight fares. You have to acknowledge that road transportation is your biggest competitor. You have to acknowledge that you cannot take road transportation on. You have to work with road transportation. Because if you start losing out to road transportation, that will not be your answer. Our concrete suggestion from the Trinamool Congress is please, before that budget, since you've already messed it up with the freight fares, consider RoRo, what we call roll on and roll off. That is the solution where you actually load trucks onto the trains and then the road transport and the railways become partners. 3 quick points on the rest of the price hike. This is another scary thing. Now we are reading about the proposed deregulation of LPG, cooking, industrial gas, diesel, petrol. Now we are told it's on hold. This is again dangerous. After 14th of August, when we all go on holiday, again this backdoor thing will happen. And it's pretty obvious to know that if you do this, what will happen? Agriculture, fertilizer prices, for which we've been screaming, and we walked out of the government last time because fertilizer prices will go up as a result, power prices will go up, and transport will also go up. You're prompting me and I'm agreeing with you also. Very good. This is historic. Doesn't matter. Poor man, poor person, common person is that. Next is this essential commodities. Bringing onion and potato into the essential commodities. On the face of it, seems a good idea, but our question is please look at that Essential Commodities Act very closely because you have not defined hoarding. So is this a sneaky way in all your talk about cooperative federalism, and we are all for operative federalism, is this a sneaky way to pass the burden on to the states? Be aware, so please define it according to the Essential Commodities Act. And since we have limited time today, the other point we would the other 2 points we would like to make very quickly in conclusion is you all came to power with this multi-billion-dollar advertising shusha. Fine. But at the end, what we are seeing in this honeymoon, which we are being spoiled sports, we're not being spoiled sports. We will keep pointing out these blunders and you're making. Are you really following your so-called Gujarat model, which you followed? or you're actually making a photocopy of the Congress model of governance which took this nation nowhere. This is the bottom line. And you're talking about giving a bitter pill. Who are you giving this bitter pill to? Do you want to give the bitter pill to the woman who wants to pay more who has to pay more for the LPG, for the man or the family who has to travel by train? Who is this bitter pill? Please course correct now. The bitter pill should be given to somebody else. Please spare the 99% of others who travel by AC. And while on the subject of the pill, let me leave you with a thought. You have got a mandate which you must interpret as a tonic. Now, if you interpret it as a tonic, and if you work for everybody, you don't need a bitter pill. Otherwise, you will flush that tonic down the drain.